Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a walk, Savannah.
Hello, friends and family. Keegan, how you doing, my brother?
Hey, bro, can't complain. It's Friday.
Bonang, how you doing, my brother?
Good morning, good morning. I'm well. How are you today?
We can never complain. We can't. Nobody listens, even if we complain.
Yeah, I love that statement.
Alrighty, Chad. We are about to get the penultimate round of this week going. Feels like a very short week because it was a very short week. So, hope you guys are ready for it. Keegs, you ready for it?
I'm ready, bro.
Bonang, ready?
100%.
Everyone ready? We're going to flip
Yes,
the
sir.
script here a little bit today. We're going to ask Keego. Keegs, will you open up with a prayer for us, my brother?
Now, of course. All right, Chad, let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we pray that you please be with us as we take on this final round of this morning session, taking on the markets. As you always say, this is one of the easiest but hardest things at the same time to do. We always put up these challenges not only for ourselves, but for our families, for our friends, our loved ones, all of those around us. As we go through today's world, is a much more difficult time than in the past. We're trying to better our lives for us, around us, all of those, to not only benefit, but to also give back to the community, to achieve ourselves and create a greater world in your name and your honor. We pray this in your mighty name, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen, amen. Chad, if you believe it, you can drop an amen right now in the chat. Can I see some amens? Amens? No amens? Amen, amen. Beautiful. Alrighty, Chad, we're going to get straight into it. And we are going to... Did we fix the economic calendar? No, not yet. So. Not yet. Okay. We will get that fixed, don't stress. But Chad, let's quickly go to the economic calendar. I just want to check that everything's fine. Okay. Alright, Chad, Friday 20th, we already had a big deck of data coming out of Japan. Earlier this morning, inflation sitting relatively tight at 3.5 year on year. Then also year on year, excluding fresh food, 3.7. So inflation starting to ramp up a little bit in Japan. We had some retail sales coming out of Britain dropping to 2.7%. Massive drop from previous. Absolutely massive drop from expectation. So that's going to be relatively negative for the pound today. Other than that, relatively smooth sailing. We've got Eurogroup meeting starting in 25 minutes. We've got retail sales coming out of Canada later this afternoon. Then we also have the Philly Fed manufacturing survey, and then also the Fed monetary policy report, not showing when that's going to come out. And that's just some low tier data. I'm currently building shorts. If you were here early birds always catch the worm. Currently building some shorts on US30, but we're going to talk about that very soon. So I just want to let you guys know. Dollar index on the daily, very simple for me. We've been talking about it. We are now effectively and officially back inside of this range. All right, so this is our range low. That is our range high. While we hold this range low, I would expect us to continue to the upside. Also, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about this downward trend we've been on with the dollar. All right. So at one stage, if it is going to flip, this is now the zone where we're going to need to start monitoring it. The reason I say that is we've already created a new yearly low. If you look here, that is where we sweep the yearly low. That is also where we always talk about yearly lows, daily lows, session lows. What happens there? We reversed, all right? So that is a relatively bullish sign. Big thing for me is what do we do inside of this range, okay? I'm going to be super bullish on the dollar once we start trading outside of this range, and this is going to confirm for me that this bearish trend has been snapped. Okay, so bullish on the dollar. Looking at the lower time frames, let's see where we are trading into relation with our Asia range. Asia lows just quickly snapped there earlier this morning. Currently trading at the point of control, still below that 200. A little bit of a gap to the downside there. previous daily low. So for me, effectively, this entire range here becomes very important. We're going to have to be above that to be super bullish. Any rejections in that zone and we will continue bearish. All right, Chad. US30 on the daily. Yesterday we were trying some buys. I unfortunately got stopped out, and that was it. Thinking back now, it was Juneteenth. Maybe not the best day to take some trades, but that is what it is. That is part of trading. Do not be afraid to be wrong. So looking now at it, what am I looking at? I'm looking at a nice clean structure break on the daily. So if we see that nice little structure break to the lows, and where do I expect price to go next? I'm expecting price to potentially go down to these levels down here. All right, if this daily starts to break above that previous daily high and this daily closes bullish, then effectively we are now just back inside of this range, and then tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday, we'll target those highs. But as for now, I am bearish. We had a bearish break to the downside, and I am currently building in some shorts. Also, if you look on the lower time frames, we do have a open gap here. So from that Juneteenth, gapping to the upside, we are very close to our average daily range. We are up almost 315 points on the day. NYSE hasn't even started. Here's our Asia highs, Asia lows untested. Point of control a little bit lower, so that is why I'm building those shorts, and I'm expecting as a minimum potentially today for that gap to be closed. If the gap doesn't get closed, then I will be monitoring the daily flip area. That daily flip is going to tell me whether we will continue down or whether that gap will stay open till next week. NASDAQ real quick here on the daily. Yesterday also closing bearish. Only thing with NASDAQ that is a little bit trickier for us this morning is that NASDAQ closed into a demand zone. However, it is still bearish. We did break structure to the downside. We did gap up. So while we're trading with inside yesterday's range, I will be bearish on the pair, and I will actually be monitoring the daily flip. What is our average range for NAS? Our average range is 166. So we are very close to our average range. Okay, so let me just do this quickly. So if you want to start getting short, that is your area where you want to start getting short. Alrighty, let's check on the lower time frames. What do we have? Where are we trading? Okay, Asia eyes now taken. There's your average daily range. So for the guys that were awake and alert yesterday, there you can see it. I'm not going to talk any further on that. But now what we want to see is what are we going to do at that point of control for the session. Next up, Asia lows, and after that, daily flip and closing that gap. Very, very simple for me. I'm looking short on NASDAQ. Gold here real quick on the daily. What do we have on the daily? Daily time frame a little bit trickier. Let me just do this quickly, hide all of the rest. Okay, gold on the daily, we broke back into that range. I was bearish yesterday on gold. I'm still bearish on gold for us to fill out this range. We've got our daily flip zone there. We are already super bearish. We've already taken that previous daily low, and if we look at what our average daily range is, it's around about $30. So getting very close to where, if you are short, this is where you need to consider taking some profits. This is also where you could get a potential bounce, even if it's just a relief bounce. But if you weren't in the shorts, I think you missed the trade. Don't chase it now. And then also in relation to our session volume profile, there was our point of control. This is Asia lows. There's your average daily range. So I'm going to say previous daily low as well. Is that our previous daily low, Chad? Give me 1 sec. I just want to make sure. Previous daily lows there. Okay. Very simple on gold for me. Previous daily low, Asia lows. If we can start to trade above this zone, I think you can get a nice bullish move to the upside. Otherwise, if we stay below this area, we will continue bearish. And very quickly as well, GU. Where is my GU? Let me just bring this back up quickly, Chad. Why can't I bring it up? Sorry, Keegs, it feels like I'm dragging it, but...
Nah, it's all chill, bro.
Let's quickly look at GU on the daily very quick. GU on the daily trying to hold as support, closing back inside of this range now, and effectively already retested that area there. So GU is relatively chalk, took a previous daily high. You're going to need to monitor that previous daily high. Let's check the session range. Already took Asia highs, now on its way to Asia low, chalked for the day. You can leave it, let it rest. And then last but not least, GJ on the daily. What do we have? A nice bit of chop. Who doesn't like some good chop unless it is at a teppanyaki bar? But anyway, this is the live stream. We don't like chop here. We just want to chop the markets. Nice bullish engulfing. I would be bullish on the day. However, we took the previous daily high, rejected. So what you are going to need to do is do the following. If you want to trade GJ today, mark out the previous daily high like this. Then also what you're going to need to monitor is that daily flip and jump down to the low time frame, see where we are trading. Asia highs taken. There's your point of control. Absolutely chalked. And I'm going to, Keegs, I'm going to first head over to Bonang, if that's
bro.
fine.
No, you're barely going to trade anything, so you can go there.
Where's Bonang's scam? Did we lose Bonang?
No, that should be here.
Bonang, just check for some reason the collab cam is not working.
Okay.
Just the Streamlabs one, I don't know why it is. So let's see if it's the same one. Yeah, it is the same one. Okay, Chad, I just want to get Bonang back. I only realized now Bonang is gone. Okay, there, Bonang is back. Beautiful. Bonang, over to you, my brother.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we are sitting on a US30 trade here. Right, looking at the fact that US30 on the 18th, we were targeting these levels, and I did speak about this area here being my selling area. Wherever the price would be, I would be selling. So then the price went all the way down and dipped in. And then yesterday, we were also looking for sales. However, currently the price is doing what we call illegal movements because the sales of yesterday, they actually played out properly, and then the take profit was hit, and then the market fulfilled that is Wednesday's trade. We see the market there pulling down all the way, dropping down. Now from this zone here, looking at the market today, I'm gonna be a bit bullish. Why? Because there is a scenario that I'm looking at here. One, the market has already fulfilled or has already played out all the values that it was to do on the downward. So going down will be really more like a lost market, not direction at all. So I would want to see the market flipping into my zone here, back into that PRV, which is a previous close, and then back all the way to that high there, which is my key zone right now. So entering buys today on US30 is actually key. So this whole area here is buying zone. Actually, from the lower low, all the lowest, I have been entering buys. So buy zone here is convenient more than anything. So just do this. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, damn.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, no. I'm saying we're going against one each other.
Oh, you are selling today.
I'm
Yeah, no, don't worry. Don't worry yourself, because at the end of the day, you are 100% correct. It's only me who. Let me show you why I am actually buying today. It's because right now the market is actually playing on a zone that I would say no direction at all. Well, there is a gap here that I just analyzed in the morning right now. I said there's a possibility that this market may want to fill this gap, but that gap also can stand as a trap to traders. That means they may actually say, okay, you want to sell, we want to cover this gap, and the market does not do that. We have seen this scenario happening so many times. So, that's why I am actually marking this zone as a buying zone for me. If price discounts come to this zone, I'll be buying still. There is no stress at all. So I'm entering buys. I'm already running buys at a small scale where the market is there. And then what I'll be doing, I'll be flipping in, scaling in at buy. Again, when the market comes here, I will scale in another buy. When the market comes here, I will scale in another buy. There is no way this market can go beyond this level until the market opening for the day. So I'm expecting this price to be playing in that area or push all the way up to that zone there, which is 42,510. So this is how I am on US30. Looking at NASDAQ, I think there's a day that I spoke about observing and we did not take that trade. So then today we are taking this trade. Unfortunately, I haven't really placed my levels today on NASDAQ, but the same scenario or the same situation is what is happening on NASDAQ. But let me show you something. We have a buy take profit, which is 22244. This was off the 17th, which is the same level here. The market is expected to come to that level. So that's the main reason why I'm entering buys. Remember, the logic of trading, we buy from the low and we sell from the high. So definitely this here, actually those that understand the mathematics very well, they're already running buys. Unfortunately myself, I was not trading. I would have loved to have entered these buys from this level here. Nevertheless, it is what it is. Where the market is currently sitting, I am executing buys as well this hour. Well, not forgetting one factor again, the factor of the gap. That then is calling me to widen up my stop loss. I'm widening up my stop loss, not the fact that I'm widening it up. I'm going to enter at a higher scale where the market is currently sitting. I'm entering at a small scale. This is to say, if price does not flip down today, from here we'll be scaling in, flipping in all the way up. Now, if this price discounts, comes back to this gap, I'll be buying in then from this side with a better and a higher volume. And then we expect this price to drive all the way up, fulfilling this buy. Do you see that this price is actually sitting at a, let me show you, it's sitting at a level, at a level of the 17th, which was our buy entry. So basically entering buys for me there is actually more convenient than anything. You can see there, this price is actually playing out this trade here. So I want to see this price fulfilling that mathematics. I want to see this price fulfilling that target there. So that's the main reason why I am buying without any stress. And thank God I kept my levels intact and nothing will confuse me there. So I'm buying NASDAQ, I'm buying US30 this morning. Nothing more. Let's quickly jump into gold. Jumping into gold, what do we have on gold? I think here it should be that stopped out. You can see this market played almost 3 days on sideways. After that, the market then went down all the way. But also again this morning, I am buying again. I am actually running buys on gold at exactly where the market is sitting. This is where I am buying from. Well, the reason of buy is still the same. The mathematics all the way to the upwards. So I'm expecting this market to flip in or to play out that trade that failed to play out. So definitely I'm still going to be entering, or I'm already running buys, buying US30, buying NASDAQ, all, and also buying gold. Basically this Friday I'm going to end my Friday bullish, and I will hold my trades if need be, even over the weekend. So thank you so much for your time, and over to you, Chris and Kicks.
Kigo, Chad, now it's over to Keegs. Give me 1 second here. Keegan said he's got something special prepared here. I don't know.
Smooth.
Keegan is ready to bedazzle you guys with his charting ability. Keegs, show the chat what you can do, my brother.
Chad, let's run it, baby. All right. So, guys, starting off with the dollar, we've been talking about the idea that we are bearish. Let's just have a look here on the weekly. You're going to see end of the day, we're still trading down. The big thing is we are just holding that monthly S1 a little bit, but nothing too crazy there. But on the daily time frame, you guys are going to see that's where that momentum came through. Closing a little bit of a gap we had. We hit that weekly R1, now coming right back down. I am still bearish. The dollar is trying to put up a very, very good fight to get out of this bearish momentum. But as of now, there's still nothing that's changed anything for me. We spoke about the idea that we needed to get above this weekly R1. Why did I say the weekly R1? Not just because it's the R1, but because we can see over here to the left, there is quite a bit of volume and consolidation here. So for the dollar to even give me the idea that, you know what, we are leaning a bit more neutral, we needed to not only be getting above 50% of that range, but having a valid area to hold support to continue back to the top side. We obviously failed at that, coming back down, and for me, again, that's going to go back to the weekly pivot, and we're going to see that bearish momentum come in. So that's why I am still neutral, but neutral with a more bearish outlook. When we drop down to the 15, you guys are going to see pretty much the same thing. We are trading down here now. We are holding that daily S1, so a little bit of a drop off, but we are seeing that move. Asia highs come into play. If we could go get that previous daily low, you guys know I love that. That would be the perfect play. Take that, have the fake out. Now you've closed the gap, and then you can see that bearish move all the way back down to the weekly pivot. Going over to the indices, we're going to see what's happening over there. Bit of a bullish momentum, and I think this is just going over to everything happening last night. Obviously a bit of slow momentum, and then we saw this morning gold dropping off, indices obviously going bullish. But I am still more bearish, guys. End of the day, if we look at it this way, we've been trading down, we took out those key levels, a bit of a gap up, which is going to entice all those buyers to get ahead of themselves. But weekly pivot sitting over there right now. For me, I am still bearish, so I'd want to see this come right back down. We do have that gap, so obviously naturally that we want to see that gap being closed. When we look at it this way, we can see trading back up, Asia highs, Asia lows. We're now back at Asia highs, actually sweeping the highs. So typical, if you guys know the grabber kick, what do you want to see now? If this goes in, it's technically a reverse grabber, and you want to see Asia highs go for that Asia low test and then trade to the EQ. So keep a lookout for that. US30, almost identical thing there. We're trading down. Obviously we're a lot more further down, so we had that move already testing our key area, coming back down. We at now the monthly pivot, so almost leading by example there for NASDAQ, a little bit of the future idea. So we're going to start trading in there. We have that gap up in the monthly pivot, so naturally, very simple for me, all I'm going to say is that monthly pivot becomes a target. Same idea there with NASDAQ, Asia highs, where's my thing, Asia highs, Asia lows. You now had a retest, sweep of the highs, trading back in. If you close but underneath Asia highs and previous weekly lows, very simple, as we said, almost a double reverse grabber. You want to be selling to the EQ, which lines up perfectly with Asia lows. It's untested, and then the move to the monthly pivot. So that will definitely come back into play. That's just my thoughts there. And then lastly with gold. Gold is I want to say, guys, I am a bit more on the bullish side. Now, there's two things that can go here. So I'm going to stay neutral. And the reason being is when we look at now, I want to say I'm neutral because of everything else that's playing out. But if I'm looking at technicals, I'm bearish. And we've been talking about that since that rejection over there. We spoke about obviously holding the 3400. And it's just being that continuation. But now this is where the thing comes for me. Is I want to say I want to be bullish. But that bullish move could be, as Chris said, almost just a relief bounce type of move. And we could get something that, you know what, even just goes back up to a 3370 and then continues dumping. Because we've seen here, two things have happened in the past. Every time we trade back into this level, it's just been a massive dump off again. So we could go all the way back down. Our monthly pivot is still sitting at 3281. So could we see that come into play? On the 4 hour, again, that's where we're going to see momentum here. You've seen that massive sell-off. So Asia lows, we see this 4 hour is starting to have a little bit of a shuffle there. But the big thing for us is, what are we going to get there? Is Asia lows going to come back into play? Do we trade back up to Asia highs? Again, we have a massive area that is holding as resistance. So is that going to be something there for us? We're going to have to see. But I think dropping down to the lower time frames, the 15 is going to give that away for us. Is this 15 can get back into the Asia range and we can start to hold here a little bit, that's where I think those buys are going to come into play. But if we get something like this where we test, we fail, very simple, those sales are just going to continue. And this can be a very, very trending day for gold. And as we said, when we go to the higher time frames, if we just look at it this way, every time we've broken away from here, 32.96 was a target. The first time we majorly broke away from there, the 32.91 was the target. So if we go back the second time over here, when we broke away, 32.77 was the target. So this could be a very, very trending day for gold if this doesn't hold here at Asia lows. So literally this for me is kind of going to be the make or break here. But Chad, that is pretty much everything from my side. Yo, Chad, look at that. And you got still 3 minutes till market open.
Smooth.
Oh.
How is everyone doing on the chat? Is there smoothness or roughness?
Sheesh. The boys are getting violated.
Who's that?
The Chad.
Why?
Hey bro, they always catch you on nonsense. I love you, Chad, but you guys are like little naughty toddlers.
All right, Chad. For the guys that are with me in the shorts, that is our point of control. If we hold here, we could be in some trouble. So I'm just letting you guys know I'm still holding here. I'm going to monitor this open, see if we can break through that point of control. Go a little bit lower. Next level is going to be here. All right, that is the next level that we are going to need to monitor for these shorts. If we can't get through this point of control, then very likely those buys could very well play out. I agree with Bonang. A lot of traders expect a gap to be closed immediately, and that gap can be closed on Monday or Tuesday. But for now,
Bro, just the chat.
the chat, sorry man. Bonang, I do apologize for having the chat there.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, man, it was from yesterday. I had to fill that space there, but there, Bonang is back.
I see.
Alright, chat, 40 seconds. Once we open up these markets, I'm going to give you a quick trader's dashboard for the day.
Our trader's dashboard.
Something, bro, I'm told you I'm locked in here for greatness, my G.
Hey.
Look at our little trader's dashboard we're going to get every day. Day trading dashboard. Chad, your focus. Markets, gold, NAS 100, US30. Bias is neutral to cautious. Economic events, geopolitical focus. Trump delays decision on Iran action. Oil prices fall 2.1. Gold slips 0.5. Central bank updates. Chad, with that being said, markets are open and in motion. This is the official round 9. Ding, 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 ding.
Round 1, fight.
There we go. All right. U.S. holiday, Juneteenth. That was yesterday. Bank of England holds steady but signals possible easing. Swiss and Norwegian central banks cut rates. Technical setups. Gold trading in ascending channel. Bearish short-term move inside resistance. 33.64 and 33.68. Key rejection zone. Bearish trigger. Stay below 33.60. Potential move to 33.46. NAS showing signs of exhaustion after recent rally. Watch for failed breakout or resistance test on 5-minute chart. Dow Jones gained 72 pre-open. Potential retrace zone 42.060, 42.100 before 42. Yeah, that's literally where we are at now, 42.060. Pre-trade checklist, we don't have to do that. Psychological traps to avoid for the day. Low volume traps, don't chase false breakouts. Headline bias, don't overreact to Iran related headlines. Overtrading, be selective. Choppy price action, very likely. Confirmation bias, stay flexible. Validate all setups with price action. And then just a summary for you guys. NAS may reject at short-term resistance. Look for US30 bounce off 32.060, 42.100 support where we are currently at. Tighten risk and maintain quality trades only. Volume is expected to be light during this morning session. But Chad, that was your daily dashboard. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Keegan, I'm actually thinking of getting this on the website for us as a link. It will add to our SEO. Put it on as a blog post every day.
I like that.
But Chad, here we go. 42.060, this is the level we are currently at. That is the level in the trader dashboard as well. That is what we need to focus on here. If we cannot get through it, then we are going to trade away from it. All right, so be ready to manage your risk. Alrighty. Gold. Previous daily low, that's that zone we spoke about. If we can get back above, could be a nice little bullish move. Dollar, as mentioned, I want to see a move above here before I get super bullish on this. NASDAQ, like I mentioned, average daily range, that is for the early birds, you know, the nuggets, the guys that like KFC. You like your nuggets, there was your nuggets there for you. All right. The guys were eating yesterday. Gigs, there were nuggets shared on the stream yesterday.
Yeah, bro. I got back to the office.
You just
And
saw
I
the
saw Mo
nuggets.
was watching the stream, bro. Man had a whole book out there. Looked like he was
Hey.
doing homework.
Hey. We don't
Chad,
trade.
I am unemployed and trade under runs account. I'm wasting my time and money. Am I wasting my time and money? No, you're not wasting time, my brother. 100 rand. Where do you get the 100 rand from?
Wait, I want to see this. I can't remember. Roughness. Super smooth. Alright, super smooth. Please, could someone provide me with. Okay, chat is back on Bonang's face cam. No, it's not. What did I miss in the chat? Yeah. Until happy birthday, my brother. I don't know if it's today or if it's a belated birthday. Happy birthday, Eti.
Ready his birthday?
Into CEO.
Hey, happy birthday.
Into Chris was dropping golden nuggets. Yebo. I hustle, my brother.
I get it from Cyril Ramaphosa. Lol, I hustle. So which means your hustle, you can increase your hustle more and more. I think if you are getting 100 rand from Ramaphosa every month, if you trade on a demo, let's say this is just anyway. I will advise you on this one. If I was you anyway, don't be like me.
Sorry, this
If
is
I
not
was you,
financial advice. This is just opinion. Bonang is just sharing
Yes,
his
thank you.
opinion. Thanks, Bonang. Sorry, I just had to do that.
Yeah. If I was you, thank you so much. If I was you, I was going to be saving my 100 rand every month. I save my 100 rand for 1 year. So if you say 100 rand times 12, how much is it? It should be 1.2, right? 100 times 12, it should be 1.2. Then you go to a XM. There is a link here. You go to XM, you open a micro account with that 1.2, and then you grow it slowly. I would grow it slowly as well. So for me, saving that 100 rand for 12 months will be better while I'm perfecting my skill. Let me tell you something. If you take 12 months trading on a demo, not hungry for money while you are saving, the day you start off with that your 1.2 account, you can do wonders with it, and people will be shocked that is it a real 1,200 rand account. So saving is the best. Save, and then you go to an XM. I think they've got a micro account. That micro account is not violent or volatile as a standard account. You use it, and then you trade it on it, because remember, for 12 months you have been accumulating skill. You are not rushing for money. You are actually going to be the best trader ever. But if you take 100 rand, put 100 rand, you will lose it. Tomorrow again 100 rand, put it and lose it. I'll tell you guys, if you check how much people lose in the long run, those who put 100 rand, if you check your history of your account for 3 years, you will see that you have put a lot of money in that account, and you don't even have that kind of amount in your bank. So for me, I would say save, accumulate skill, so that when you start off after one year of accumulating skill, you are dangerous, you are powerful.
That is some
That's what
of
I
the
can
best opinion I've heard in a long time. We spoke about it, Bonang. Weirdly enough, we spoke about it earlier this week on stream, yesterday actually, where I said guys want to chase the money, but they never get to the stage where they can just be consistently profitable. And they deposit that 100 rand to try and do a miracle. Where if they can just, even if they grow that 100 rand to 130, it's 30 rand more than you started with, you get your next 200. Now you're sitting on a 230.
Yeah.
Now you grow to 260. So within 3 months, you've technically tripled your initial deposit by saving and growing the account. But hey, 100 rand a month is
somebody
tough.
says, Camorello says, I used to trade 100 rand and grow to 1,000 a week, so it's not a waste of time. Well, you have the skill, right? You are talking from a person who already knows how to trade. You are a trader. We are talking to an individual who says, I'm new into Forex and I don't have money. I only have 100 rand. Am I wasting my time or not? He is wasting his money. this one. So you don't have skill, you don't even know what you are doing. For example, proper risk management and so forth. If you did that in a week, but for me, I would say a new person should not even put their money in forex trading. They must save. You don't have money, you have 100 rand, just save your money, save your money, save your money. 1 year while you're accumulating skill, watching the 2G stream, or even practicing on your own. I tell you, when you start off with that 1.2, you will go somewhere in life.
Chad, sorry man, 80, you gotta stop with the spot used to be go. Hey, 80 is verkeerd. Is verkeerd. Bonang, but yesterday I told the guys, I said if they are not motivated by your story and how you've turned things around for yourself, then I don't know. Every day I'm motivated by how far Bonang has come. So brother, I just want to tell you, you are a motivating force for a lot of us, even for myself. And I told the guys there's no such thing as you can't make it, because you are a product of somebody that had the odds against you. So I just want to tell you that, my brother, that keep on doing what you're doing, my brother.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Chad, Bonang is not saying things here, he's doing the things, all right?
He's walking the walk.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Yeah.
You guys are following a lot of guys that talk this thing, and Bonang is walking it. He's talking it and he's walking it. Have you sent... Dasman, you know what? I'm actually going to just commit, my dude. I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm just committing. I'm just going to commit. Even though ChatGPT says it's wrong, I don't care.
What ChatGPT says wrong?
ChatGPT says that the pixelated camo jackets is associated with airsoft, and he said like the older hunters are definitely going to give you some banter, but it's like ChatGPT said it will be short-lived. Just say you got it on special and you didn't really know.
Somebody's asking a question here. My question would be, what's the difference or the big difference between stacking that amount and just opening larger lot size? I mean, if you open a larger lot size, what are you doing there? You are doing sniper entry, either into poverty or into success. There are two things that you're doing. You are opening a larger position, sniper entry into. Okay, I don't have a problem. For me personally, I don't have a problem with opening a large position, but I can only open large positions if I'm on 10 pip target, 20 pip target, 30 pip target. I cannot have a 6-hour trade, because remember we are trading on a high time frame, a time frame that can give me 10 hours of movement direct to my direction. So I cannot open a higher trade because one small pullback, I am gone. So I would rather enter slowly, so that when the flip happens or when the move begins to happen, I'm already in there with proper risk management. You can't throw in your whole money on a. Yes, we can do it. We can open bigger positions, but just know that that position should be a quick one, in and out. So now we are trading on prop firms that are telling us we should hold over 10 minutes. Can you hold a 10.0 over 10 minutes? Hey. Your heart will be skipping.
Chad, somebody was asking me yesterday, and they were saying that, hey Chris, why don't we try and compete with this other prop firm? And I said we don't have to compete with anybody, because we do not have rules restricting traders on how they can trade. Think about it this way quickly. Let's say a consistency rule. Do you think that consistency rule is advantageous to the trader or to the prop firm? That's my first question. Second question is, holding a trade for 10 minutes, is that not forcing you to not be able to manage your trade? is that advantageous for a trader or for the prop firm? Who's getting the advantage here? That's what I'm trying to show you guys.
Yeah.
Because now all of a sudden, as a trader, it's like, okay, damn, I must make sure I'm not making too much money. Then secondly, it's like, oh, flip, now I need to hold the trade for 10 minutes. I'm not able to manage my trade. Because if I manage my trade within a 10-minute window, I will get breached. You guys hear what I'm saying? So none of that is helping a trader. That is putting restrictions on traders, and then they want to say, or the gentleman, that we must compete with them. And I said, no, my brother, we don't have to compete with anyone. We don't have any consistency rules. We don't have any prohibition against scalping. And secondly, our news window is half that of the other prop firms. So
they will make sure that you don't withdraw, but you purchase the account. That's the aim.
Yeah. Spend money, but don't give money.
Yeah, that's the thing.
FTMO also has a 40% rule. No, they don't.
Chris-
FTMO doesn't consider the consistency rule at all when it comes to the payout.
Chris, when a trader says click in my link below, say you want to be under we're going a live trading only for those who are under us as a broker, what's the catch? Cause if there's terms and conditions. I don't think there's really a catch. If you think about any trader, any trader, any marketing funnel that you think of, think of. There we go. If you think of any marketing funnel, you've got it basically in layers. This is how marketing works. You've got your very broad layer on the top. This is maybe your social media. This is where you post stuff on YouTube videos. It's very broad. Everyone can watch it. This is where you get people into your platform, into your presence with your social media. So that's the layer one. Now, after that initial layer, somebody comes onto your stuff and they're like, oh, flip, okay, here is a newsletter, a weekly newsletter. And now the company says, okay, to get the weekly newsletter, we are going to ask you just to register with your email and your name and whatever else. So now they've got you in their database, okay? Because now they can start to market to you. Now you enjoy the weekly newsletter. Now you say, oh, flip, okay, there's a membership here that you have to join. Or there's an event, but only if you're registered, for instance, with a partner broker, you can join it. So now there's an additional layer. And then right here at the bottom usually is where the sale occurs. If there's something you're selling. So if a client has gone through this entire funnel, this is the point where you sell him. To say, okay, we've got this trading course. It is basically 3,000 Rand. Do you want to join it? And this is where you sell. So a lot of these things are basically subconsciously putting you through a funnel like this. And somebody's saying you can't join the live stream. Their point of sale is actually their broker commissions here. So they ring fence that to say that to get into that, you have to sign up with their broker because they're going to get commissions and rebates and all of the rest. And that is basically their sales. So it's just effectively a marketing tactic where they give you a live stream, but to give you the live stream, you need to trade with their broker. So it's not free in essence. It's not like what we do here, where we've got a partner broker, we've got a partner prop firm, but we still tell you can trade with whoever you want. These streams are not behind a curtain to say if you have not joined with XM, you can't join. Mm-hmm. This is, let's say, the top of our funnel.
Sorry, Turtle Trader, my brother, I don't know. I think you must be thinking of someone else because FTMO doesn't even have instant funded accounts. So I think you might be thinking of someone else, my brother.
There is also a trap of people who will be saying, I don't charge for signals. I don't charge for signals. Come here. I don't charge for signals. But before then, register with this broker. You see there, somebody is demolishing somebody who is charging for signals, and also he is also marketing his own link as well. So there's always a catch. In fact, there's nothing for free. No matter what you do, something at the end of the day, there is always a catch for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, funded next futures. Yeah, that makes sense.
We see Keeks busy posting motivation on his IG channel while Chris talks about marketing. You guys are giving tremendous value. God is watching. Thank you, my brother. I want a robot I can't handle. Chris,
You can't handle stress anymore. Okay.
here's the thing: if you want to make big money, there's a big level of stress accompanied to it.
Sure.
Do you think the CEO of Discovery, Adrian Gore, is sitting on the weekend sipping pina coladas? That man has got a lot of stress. He's got a multi-billion rand company. So with every level you go through, that's why when they interviewed Elon Musk, he said, nobody, you think you want to be me, but the level of stress, the level of work that he needs to put in, you don't want to be him.
Chad, and like anyone that actually knows me, like I had this talk with Chris one of the other days, and anyone that knows me, I'm very like easygoing, super chilled and laid back. The last few months, the amount of anxiety I've had to like start dealing with, and it's not a, people don't see the negatives that come with it.
Biggie said it best, more money, more problems.
Yeah. I always think of it this way, guys. Like when you're at the top, you've got so much more to lose.
Yeah, it's that's what I think the purpose of life is finding that balance of to what extent do you chase the money, because once you get the money, once you get everything, you realize it doesn't fulfill you.
Yeah.
You get to, me and Keegan had this conversation the other day in the car, and I'm not gonna say I'm poor, but I'm not over the top wealthy. But I told Keeks, there's honestly, if you had to ask me now, what do I want? There's honestly nothing that I need or want at this stage. It's anything extra would just be excess and trying to show off, or trying to, like, wearing a certain brand of clothes now to say, oh look, I've got money. It's
I become
You know what happens with my experience. The moment you start to show people you have got money, and they will start to ask for that money.
yeah.
Like, yeah, every time I
Chad,
post
sorry
a
man,
withdrawal
sorry Bonang.
on my status,
Chad, what the? Oh, there we go. Chad, I'm going break even on this. I've got 2 positions. Give me 1 sec. Is that all of them? Oh no, it's not that one. 42,105. Just give me a sec, Chad. I just want to go break even. Yeah, 42,105. Sorry, Bonang.
Sibyl, if you fail the challenge, you don't get the money back. That's the business's money then.
No, I think there's a difference between I wouldn't say there's stress that comes with money. I think the chase of money and the level of money that you want to get, that's what causes the stress. That's why I'm saying finding that balance where you still have a balanced life. You can still spend time with your family, but you get people that get so obsessed with the chase of money that is literally all they think about. It is literally what they wake up, it's what they breathe and live, and they are consumed by it. So what I'm saying is, how do you find that balance?
Yeah.
Because I spoke to a very, very wealthy businessman many, many years ago, and he said, Chris, there's two parts in your financial journey. He says there's the first part where you're trying to build wealth, and it's like all you're doing is you're going to business seminars and all of that, and it's like you're chasing that. He says then there's a second part. Once you get all of that wealth, he says you now need to rewire your brain because you go into depression. Because everything you ever wanted and you ever chased, you got. And it's like now you're sitting in the spot of depression where you now need to say, okay, shit, there's maybe more to life than having a mansion, having supercars, having all of this. Now it's like, how do I fulfill my own life?
Yeah.
So we can conclude that everything has got stress. Being broke has got stress. Having a lot of money also it comes with stress.
Choose your stress.
Because poverty sometimes, lack of money is not good at all. Very, very painful. Do you know that, Chris, today and Kicks, people disrespect people without money. If you don't have money, you are nothing. Even friends, you can't have friends, good friends, if you are broke.
But I don't get that. I don't get it. Wow. What I always say this to people: if I go now to someone, like let's just say someone that's the barista at a coffee shop, just because if I have more money than them, why does that make me a better person? It doesn't. It's not about the financial things.
But then the society itself doesn't value people without. Okay, like right now, I have seen it. I've been poor before, Chris, Kicks. I know what I'm talking about. I mean, if I called people, my missed call will be missed until even 2 weeks down the line. They don't have a problem. But if they miss a call from a person with real money, they call instantly, or they can't even miss that call because they value that person.
Yeah.
All
And
I'm
also,
gonna say.
a relationship. Let's say relationship today. I have a girlfriend today. If I'm broke, a guy with money comes, my girlfriend is gone. But if I have the money, I'm telling you, if I have money, my girlfriend can't even cheat on me. They can't.
But you know,
Because they know that how can they leave me when they get everything from me? You get my point. So
yeah, but
they've got that. You are a better option.
Yeah, but I think that goes back to that saying, just there on what Bonang said there. I think that's always the thing. I think Chris obviously had the same experience there and obviously slowly getting there now. But it's that whole thing of a woman's loyalty is tested when her man is nothing. But the man's loyalty is tested when he has everything.
Sure, that is powerful. Chad, if you get it comes back to what the Bible says, and it will always stick with me. That's why I will never talk down on anyone. I'm not a respecter of money. I don't care how much money you've got. In the Bible, Jesus said, "What you do unto the least of these, you've done unto me." All right. There's a very special place in the Bible for people that are poor of spirit, widows, children, people that are struggling. All right. So be very, very careful when you go out and the way that you treat people. So I'm not scaring anyone, but your blessings can be taken away very, very quickly if you get too big in yourself. All right. So always think about it. That verse always sticks with me. Where
you reap what you sow.
Yes, and where I can't remember who it was that told Jesus, but I never fed you. And that's where the parable came in. But he said you gave to the poor, you helped the widows. So think about that. You guys that, hey, Ek het die geld nie. Check. Check. Chad, it breaks me when I see people at the robot. Like it, I don't know why, but it literally breaks me when I see it, and I'm like, I could have been sitting there. Just put yourself in the shoes of that guy. And I know everyone's gonna have a story. Hy moet gaan werk. You must go and work. And it's like, bro, it is very easy. My mom's got Chad, my mom's got this Afrikaans saying that dis lekker om te kak as jou maag vol is. It feels good to take Chad, very, very straightforward. It feels good to take a shit when your stomach is full. So it's easy to say go do this and that while your belly is full. But if your belly was empty, go try and say that.
Like Edski said, God has tested me in poverty and raised me tested with millions.
Thank you. I want to know how it feels to be a millionaire.
Treat the cleaner, yeah.
Morning, everyone took day off school today to come on. Hey,
Oh.
we are not promoting that.
Some will say school is not good, but where would you have learned mathematics? If there was no school, mathematics was never going to be known.
There we go. Hey Chris, is the indicator used for the daily candle average sizes for US30 public?
Yeah, I've shared it with you guys.
I've been the
shared
same. I'm a
it.
recovering drug addict as well. I left home, lived a crazy life. Now I'm giving back to the youth. Hey, beautiful stuff, my brother.
Enjoy yourself. You are doing good. You now know how bad it is to do drugs, and you are helping others not even to go to that area. That's a very good. It's just like a person who has been homeless before. They know what it means to be homeless, sleep in the streets, no blankets, nothing, and they would remember somebody in the street.
Yeah.
Chad, my mom and her sisters, they are really salt of the earth people. They grew up very, very poor. When I say poor, like I'm talking very, very poor. So they are salt of the earth people. And yeah, these sayings, yeah.
Bro, you know that just because of Kamachelo asking that question. Have you seen there's that guy on TikTok where he genuinely does it like for motivation stuff, and he goes around asking people like, hey, so you own a company, all of this type of stuff, like what is advice you would give to youngsters now and all this stuff. So he went around doing a thing asking people, so how old were they when they became a millionaire? And he goes to this guy and he's like, so he's like, do you have time for a quick interview? So he's like, yo, what's up? He says, how old were you when you first became a millionaire? So he goes, I don't know, you'd have to ask a millionaire. So he goes, what do you mean? He says, I'm a billionaire. I'm like, yeah. Drop the mic, bro.
Yeah, true. So, hey, Chris, there is a show here that I have in mind. As soon as I move there in Port Elizabeth, I think I can interview guys who are recovering. I've seen people here. There are many people here who are recovering from a lot, and they are inspired very well. So, guys, we have something that, for example, the guy who is recovering from the drug addicts and is now helping the community. We need to have you, and you tell your story to help others. There's another one here, Jad. I've been there. The nights without food, sleeping in my car in the middle of winter, one of the most brutal experiences of my life. But the lessons I've learned will stay forever. Right, you need to teach somebody. This is a community that we need to pick you guys, have you on interviews, and then I think it can also inspire and help a lot of people out there.
I do. I 100% believe we can.
Yeah.
We must. You must just move to P, Bonang.
Definitely.
Man of God, when God calls you, I don't know if he's been talking to you yet, but when he talks, then you will know.
Okay, let me tell you something. There's something that I saw. I don't know if I told more or I told some. I told the guy, my PA, that the one who answers my emails at home, at church there in prayer line. This guy, I told him that I had a vision. Do you know what I saw, Chris and Kicks? I was actually in PE, but in a very, very huge open place. I was with you. The funny part is this is before you even opened the opportunity for me to come to the 2Gs here. I think 3 weeks before, I was with you, and we were in a very huge gaming place. And in that place, there were different kinds of games, all kinds of games. There were games such as PlayStation 5. People were playing FIFA. Some were playing lot of games there. So it's like that warehouse that we had. It is you and Kicks who had established that warehouse. So you were now touring with me, showing me that this is people come here, they play this. They do this, they do this, they do this. And now when it comes to the financials that you were mentioning, that people pay you for them to be inside, it was a lot of money. A lot of money.
Man,
So-
it's giving us a new business idea here, Chad.
This is something that I saw. And I saw myself just seeing how successful this gaming station. It's more like there were many different kinds of game, but people were paying to access that. And many people were loving that area, and you made a lot of money out of it.
You know, that's not far off, Chad. I can tell you now, when we do have stupid money, Chris and myself had this conversation the other day about passion projects. And you know what? I actually think that's going to be yours, Chris. You're going to make a Dota team to get into the esports with.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. Chad, sorry, man. I'm out at break even. I'm going to head over to Bonang. I'm not going to rebuild shorts here up until we get to that average daily range. We are holding that point of control. Let me just go to my screen real quick. As mentioned there, we are holding that point of control, so it is very likely that we can still extend further, all right? So Bonang is currently in those longs on the 1 hour. He did mention to you guys that he is a buyer, and you will be buying onto that dip. You guys know I was trying to buy yesterday. Unfortunately, got stopped. It was just one-way traffic all the way down. And today I'm selling.
I see.
Chris, I know that look. Think it through.
Did you take the break even?
Yeah, I'm break even. I'm out at break even.
I see. So Bonang, check out game in the UK. It's not like the game in SA, but it's exactly as you described. Yeah, somebody picked it here. Yeah, this is what I saw anyway. I believe that there's more to be done in PE there. Too much.
I was also in shorts in US30. Hey.
Yeah, there's no need. This is what I spoke about yesterday. If you enter a trade, you don't trade on hope, okay? So we entered the trade there. The trade moved into our favor. Then we go to our next level of interest, which is this point of control, all right? Now we know if it is not going to get through that point of control, it's very likely to bounce from it, and it's going to trade away from it. And even if it comes back down and it breaks it, I'm not changing the way that I'm managing a trade, because there are going to be times where you will now try to hold onto this trade and it will blast to the upside. So you manage it level by level, because if it broke through here, then we discussed that we've got this flat daily support area that price needed to break through, get through this zone. Then ultimately the daily flip is your last bit of support potentially for the bulls. And then after that, it's your previous daily low. So it all just goes step by step once you enter the trade. All right, there's no need to trade on hope and you don't know where your target is. You just go level by level. All right.
This June almost finished. It was a quick month, eh?
Joe, it was very quick. This week felt very quick as well.
It's like we moved from 1st to 20th. This one says I would rather cry in a Mercedes.
Yeah, Chad, the the thing is, it's very weird how your mindset changes when you are in different phases of your life, and there's nothing wrong with it. If I think back to when I started my professional journey, the only thing on my mind was money, how to make money. You hustle, you work. I still told you guys where I would do survey projects and my wife would hold the staff, and you're doing after hours projects, you're doing private projects, and all you're trying to do is you're trying to build up a financial buffer. And then you get to a stage where you are now very, very successful financially, and then you go in limp mode. It's almost like you lose your drive. It's like you think things will just grow by you just touching it and not working on it. And then you realize real quick, like nothing is easy, and you haven't arrived, and then life kicks you in the face real hard, and you pick your teeth up, and then you're like, oh shit, you can't go in limp mode.
Yeah.
So a lot of you, I don't know, but you'll see there will come a time when you're very successful, and it's almost like you take your foot off the pedal, and you start to coast, and that is very dangerous.
Lyndon Bonang's what's the word of the day? Somebody sent me the word of the day today. They say every good thing shall be ours. Word of the day. Every good thing shall be ours. Every good thing shall be ours. That's the word of the day today. It was sent to me by somebody, so I think also you should also hear this.
What is
Every
it?
good thing shall
Everyone
be
says
ours.
something.
I'm going to add to this conversation.
Huh?
I'm going to add to this conversation.
Okay, you can.
So, Chad, just to add to what Chris was saying, you can't go into limp mode, and there's a 35% off discount on Vault Funder right now. Take advantage. Get yourself out of poverty. Do your thing.
What is the code? Limp code. Limp code.
June 35.
Oh, is it still live?
June 35.
June
Still live. Still live
35.
till Wednesday. Take advantage. Don't be in limp mode. Don't be that guy.
June
Let's go.
35. Limp mode.
Okay, word of the day. Don't trade against Bonang. Say GG.
Big Ed.
dropping discounts.
Ed is the one who choked my account on Vault Funder. That man, I want to see him one on one. I want to see you one on one. Ed is ran away.
Chad, very slow day. Bonang, what was your bias yesterday? Were you also looking for longs?
No. Yeah, buys. Yesterday
Buys.
we were actually we on longs. Those we are buying actually. You know why, Chris? Because of the CV. That CV works like a magnet. Wherever the market is, it has to go back to the CV. It's something that is so magical. So that's why even if price can drop, let me show you something here. Even if price can drop all the way like it did here, this side. For me, I know where the CV is. I know definitely that anywhere down here, market will never go before it goes to the CV. So definitely that's why we're looking for buys. Well, we looked at the fact that the sale was already done yesterday, because you see that was a short because
Yeah, I was also looking for buys, but obviously, if you think about it, there was no volume coming from the US. So
yeah.
what currency is this, and can I buy now? William Macheke. We don't give financial advice, but you'll see there's a watermark on the back of Bonang's screen. This is US30, and you need to do what you need to do, because these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decision. You will absolutely 100% guaranteed lose all of your money if you follow what we do on these streams. Thank you for your cooperation. There you go.
Don't do what they do, you will lose man. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe. If you are new here, you are welcome. Yes. Here, listen, if you are failing to make money physically, we'll also help you spiritual. There is a prayer line form here. Please put that prayer request form there. We have to lay hands on other people.
Bonang, have I added you to that prayer wall?
No, not yet.
Okay. Just remind me afterwards just to give you access to the back end as well.
No problem, sir.
Chris, how was the exam? It wasn't horrific, but the RE1 exam is just very weird. There's no straight answer. Keegs, you're looking at gold sales, asked, rec trading.
Not at the moment, right now, no. I feel it's a bit in a neutral ground.
Bonang, are you safely back at home or are you still in Botswana?
I'm still in Botswana. The burial is tomorrow. And Sunday
okay.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I'm coming to Port Elizabeth after that. I'll be coming that side.
Oh, there we go, Chad.
Yeah.
Got the man, yeah. But you're going to have to fight Ed out of that office, eh?
No, Ed is fine. He's a good guy. He just choked my account on me. But otherwise, no.
Ed,
no need for,
Ed, are you...
just look at his body. I won't survive. See, my body is small like this. He will just choke me like this.
Bonang said he wants the clubhouse, my dude.
Oh, we're gonna fight.
Well, also, he said, because you're the one who talked to his account, you guys are going to have a nice one-on-one.
Hey, that was before I got here.
Listen, yeah. But what we can do is we can put a desk on that side. But then you're going to see what Ed is going to do. He's going to have a mirror, Bonang. And while he's sitting looking at his screen, he's going to see what Bonang is doing.
What trades Bonang takes.
If he hears...
If you want my office, you have to pay for it. Nothing's for free.
How much? You just tell me. I will write a check. No problem.
He says how much, you just tell me you'll write a check.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. I'm cool with that. Enough to get me 86.
I was about to say, just go look at what an 86 costs.
No problem.
But if when Bonang is here now, how we...
How do you want?
You know what would actually be sick though? Is taking these desks out and we ask Quest to make us a circular desk. And you can actually have the light in the middle and each one...
I don't know about circle. Maybe we do a square.
No, but it's 3 if you think about space utilization.
Yeah. So make a square. Okay, think
Oh, you want to make a big square against the wall.
No, like a square in the middle.
Yeah.
Because if the square's in the middle, like let's say you can sit there, I can sit there, Bonang can sit there, and the bit that's open on this side is where you can have the soundboard and everything.
I'll check. But we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll make a plan.
If you think about it, if we put these desks back to back, I know you can't, because you can't come in on the side. Quest would have to do something. Then you can actually have your cameras in the middle, coming out. If you make it like an open little box square.
We're gonna need to think of something.
Because then you can put your light in the middle, and you can have your cameras pointing out.
Yeah. So Studio 77 is getting another revamp.
Why don't we do the square on a platform, but it turns while we trade? And you see how long you can sit there without getting seasick.
Get so sick, bro. It's like you have to catch a trade before you get sick.
Yo, you'll see the guys throwing up here on stream. It's like, now I'm done. No, but we'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
We'll get this set up ready.
No
TG Trading, when is the 35% or 45% discount code coming, gentlemen? I thought you were going to do something for Youth Day. My brother, we literally just gave the discount code like 5 minutes ago.
It's literally on the screen. Use code June 35. Let me pin it there.
Yeah, I don't know what more you want.
Sê net Koos, Etty, hoe weet jy Koos is stadig? Koos moet nog trappies vir my dogtertjie se bed bou, ek wag al 45%.
Of course, a dear.
Chad, we can do 45%, but then we're going to implement a no scalping rule where you have to hold the trade for 10 minutes, and we're going to implement a consistency rule of 80 and 40%. So you got to choose what you want. We can give you the 45%. Ek ken ook 'n Koos. Ja, ons Koos is 'n champ. Maar ek wag regtig nog vir ek Ja, as die mannetjies betaal word, is dit moeilik om iets uit hulle uit te kry.
The boys are bargaining here with Ed.
Bro, it actually has got a sick office, bro. Like after
he did get the best
after
office.
giving it to him afterwards, I was like, I'm an idiot.
No, he did get the best
He
office.
got a flippin' sick office, chat.
Chad, like, this isn't even a joke. Out of everyone in this building, Chris and myself was the only one without office. We don't have one.
It happens.
We just like wanderers. We just move like whose office do we like sitting in today?
Etty, het jy goed golf gespeel op skool? Chad, yeah, I shot a 92 on Saturday. But honestly, like I told Etty as well, off the tee, very good. Greens in regulation, very good. A lot of 3 putts and short game just killed me. Ja, het is actually bad. En as jy saam met my speel, sal jy sien waarvan ek praat. Ek sê helemaal useless, nee. Chris, can you please tell us how to set POC? POC is part of an indicator, my brother. So you just need to go... You just need to go to indicators and type in session volume profile. There it is. All right. Mo, I'm not sure if this one is available on the free version. And that's just going to plot it for you. So basically that point of control is literally just where the peak of these bars are. So that is where the majority of the volume so far today is traded. That's why we went break even there, because like I said, your POC is a level where price will either bounce from or it will trade away from. So there's a very nice bounce from it, and that's why we went break even when we got there. So even if you go and look at gold here, look at where gold rejected. Gold rejected the POC. Alright, so that is your volume block, or these are the real order blocks. If you think about it, the name order block just talks about where a bulk of orders is sitting. So these are your legitimate order blocks. Not these 90-day order blocks. Hackies.
Yeah.
But I think Bonang is currently experiencing some smoothness. It's almost like when you shave and you put some of that aftershave on. It's almost like a refreshing feeling when that you start to see those blue screens.
Very smooth. Unfortunately, I have never shaved myself, you know. I
Really?
haven't experienced that feeling.
Don't you have facial hair?
This one,
Only that. Don't you shave?
I do, but I don't put anything now.
Oh,
I
you-
just shave.
Oh, you just shave.
I have to get those so I can experience the smoothness you're talking about. Just a village boy.
Now, I'm growing my beard now, Bonang. I'm looking something like that. Father Abram.
I
You know
see.
Father
You
Abram?
want to make it big?
Yeah, Father Abram had many sons. Many sons had Father Abram. Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
Well, mine's already driving me crazy though.
Keeks, you barely that thing. I can't. If you stand in the wind, it will be gone. Let me see it. It's looking good, bro. I've got some. Chad, wait, Keeks.
You brought the. We put it. This man's got all out here, Chad. Beard oil. 100% natural.
Chad, I've got everything here.
This man's gone all in, yeah.
That is serious.
And I've got the beard balm as well. Little beard balm with a little beard comb here. So, Keeks, what you do with this is, in the mornings, after you've washed your beard, you check it almost looks like polish. Chad, it looks
It
like.
literally looks like polish.
Then
Oh
you
my
just go a little bit there. Get a little bit of that beard balm on. And then you just comb it out, Keegan. Get some of that beard balm on.
That this is serious. This man is not playing.
Chad, you know the conversation we had earlier when we said you get to a point in your life where you don't even know what you want anymore. This is what he does now to entertain himself.
There we go, smooth. Smooth. Look at that. Huh? Look how clean it looks now.
Smoothness.
Nice beard balm. If there's any beard sponsors, get in touch with me. It's still very light. I'll have like a light little sponsor. They'll give me like one beard oil. It's like, Chris, we can barely see that beard, but we'll send you a sample of the beard oil.
The thing's money dusty. You forgot the stash, Chris.
Sorry. Here we go.
Chris is a changed man after he came out of the closet.
Are you gonna use it? You have to use it though, bro. Just put it.
Is it literally just a moisturizer?
So you put a little bit in your hand. Look here. No, but don't put it. It's very
No,
oily.
no, I'm not gonna do it
Like
now.
dab it, Keeks, and then just rub it into your skin. Yeah, you can put it. That's our beard case.
Beard.
We've even got a little
Chad,
leather.
this isn't even a joke. Where does it go in the side one, yeah?
Yeah, I can put it there. Yeah.
Chad, like, he really has like a whole beard case, yeah. Look at this.
Hey,
The man isn't playing yet, Chad.
Manscaped, get into contact with me. But now you know it's always been a dream for me to have a big beard. Eh?
Oh.
It has always been.
Then you need to buy that motorbike now.
The Harley Davidson.
Buy one big one. BMW, start to make noise around the streets there.
Hey.
Keeks, I wanna see that when Bonang is here. All of us get bikes and then Sunday go for a drive.
I'm chill, bro. I said to you, I've been wanting to get a bike again.
Have you driven a bike before, Bonang?
No, you just get me a 4-wheel one. It's okay. Not a 2-wheel.
No, we're gonna teach you, my brother.
That thing is dangerous. 2-wheel is dangerous.
You'll see Bonang go whiskey throttle. It's like Bonang just a little bit of petrol in the clutch, and Bonang whoop up up. It's like, where's Bonang? You check him there down the street.
Man, it's popping wheelies, everything, bro. Grandma said, always said kissing a man with a beard is like eating soup with a fork. You can never get enough. Hey.
I'm trying to imagine how Chris will look like. Let's just wait and see how long. How long will it take for the beard to be big like this?
I'm gonna say it's gonna get decent in 3 months, where it will be but I think December, like, it will start to have some girth to it.
I see.
But the only thing is, what people don't realize is a beard is maintenance. It's not just growing a beard. You can just grow a beard and look terrible with it, but if you wash it and you shampoo it and you look after it.
But bro, you know, this goes back to the days of like, oh yeah, we used to go for haircuts like once a month, sometimes once every 2 months. Now it's like we changed men, bro. Once a week.
Yeah.
And it's like if we miss a week, bro, you feel it.
Miles influenced us there. We still told Miles, like, no, Miles, you can't go every week. And then we started going every week.
The beard matches the checkered shirt.
Hey. That's the look
Chad,
I'm
we've
going for.
been saying that.
Kribo accepting the Unk status. You guys need to have a trading office like Patrick. Joe. Brian, I'm not going to lie. That is a sick studio, dude.
Kribo accepting the Unk status. Hey.
I don't like the guy, though. He's a little over the top, but I think it's for YouTube, the way he goes on. But his studio is... Dude. Go BDH there, Keegs. I think you've seen it.
BDH?
Yeah, Big Dick House. That's his studio. Patrick Wieland. Yes, dude. I'd send my other bike if you have space. Yeah, no, it's... Brian, I think if you go back to his older streams, I enjoyed him. But he got now to that stage where he's almost a little wild now. He's like... Yeah, almost over the top. But I guess when you get to that level... yeah, Ernest, he makes a lot of money. Not even just from trading. Just from affiliates. I saw the one guy that had a chat with Patrick. Patrick on some days, just with his affiliate code with Top Step and some of the other guys, he would make round about 65,000 US. Easy. $65,000 a day. Then his YouTube channel revenue also does really, really well. So...
Oh, bro, but to be fair, I mean, it's sick, but I mean, it's nothing hectic. But like, we even said, like, we would do something like this.
Bro, I love it.
When we're at that level, bro, have the cars that they can park in the background. You sit at your desk. Like, we always said we would do that.
Bonang, are you feeling smooth, my brother? You're looking smooth there.
Thank you. Yeah, everything is smooth. Sir. Roughness, I divorced the roughness. You can see.
No, I can see it. It's only smoothness. But Chad, this is the point where I'm gonna add a short. Oh, not add. I'm entering a new one purely for a pullback play. So don't do what I do, please. Don't do it.
You may be injured.
You may be injured, like Bonang said. My idea is this, very, very quickly. I like Bonang's idea still. You guys know I'm overall bullish, but I am just looking for a pullback play here. All right. So that is our average daily range for US30. So we've reached the average daily range. Okay. I'm having a 250 stop because that is one standard deviation away from the average daily range. I'm putting my target here, but again, that is the ideal target. I will still manage the trade as it goes down, and I've got levels that I will monitor. I am not against this price going higher because, again, nothing moves in a straight line. Bonang can make money on his longs. I can make money on my shorts. Price can do this. I will build my positions. It will come back, say, to the point of control. I will exit and I will make my money. And it will continue long as well for Bonang. So that's the beauty of trading. Both of us can make money. How will I do it? Very simple. That is my first position. I pull a fib from here to there. These are the zones where I will enter the same position size, building a nice little short position for a revert back to the mean. All right. So if you don't know, you don't know. Don't worry about it. If you're in the longs, nothing wrong with the longs. We are above. This is a counter trend move. Currently, order flow is bullish. You can clearly see here, as some of the traders on Instagram would say. Not you, Bonang. I know you also did that once, but there's someone else. I'll talk to you after.
What's up? No problem.
There's someone else that yeah, he doesn't really know about trading, but he's like, hey, guys, you can see bullishness, just bullishness. I'm like, yo,
These boys.
he's not wrong though. All right, chat. So that is me. That's where the stop is. This is where I will start to build some shorts for a nice little pullback play. Will I be sliced like a chicken? Stay tuned for the next episode.
We'll interview and ask you how it went.
Yes, did Chris get sliced?
That's a good. Let's check NASDAQ as well. I am bullish as well on NASDAQ. Not yet running in profits there. I want to see a good flip in and then pushing up.
If you are you even rich if your toes that Hey, bro, that man is Chad. That's the thing with money. I told Keegs as well. If you think about it, when you get to the level, for instance, like that guy, where his affiliate sales are $1 million a month, you are literally bored. You get to the stage where you don't know what to do with your life. I told you guys about this one businessman as well when my offices were down the valley. And I would grab a coffee in the mornings there at Remo's, little Italian spot. And he would always sit there alone and having his breakfast. And then he would call me. It's like, then you want to come and have breakfast? I'm like, dude, I need to work. It's like, okay, okay. And he sat there every morning alone, bored, reading his newspaper, trying to build chats there with people.
Trading like a bank. Those are the levels I want. I'm going there.
Cross check on 2000 on US 35 minute. Let's check it out. No, but Bonang, I think we've got a very solid team here. I think the streams have gone really, really well for the last month. I
Okay.
think it's been a very, very good month.
Wonderful.
I don't think anyone can complain on stream.
No, they should never. Why are they worried?
They shouldn't stress, eh?
Mm-mm. They should not worry.
Oh, damn.
Don't forget. John 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You are the one in control of your heart. Don't let it be troubled.
Chad, sorry, but I'm just gonna throw over here.
No problems.
Jacobus throwing. Hey, Bonang, look at this. I don't know if you've heard of this indicator. It's called Iron 2000.
Yes,
Um,
very smooth.
yeah, look at this. But yeah, I don't think the guys need to worry about it. Let's go back to Bonang's screen. If you don't know,
That's very smooth.
don't stress about it.
Can imagine. Iron 2000 would do you wonders.
But Bonang, do you think people choose poverty? It's sometimes they wanna stay there.
Yeah, I think it's a case. To not understand that poverty. I mean, Chris. I think it goes with the mindset. When your mind has been so affected to a level that you can't take in anything new anymore. Like the only choice you have is to accept that what you have is enough. So it goes a very long way. Your mindset is already affected, and you then decide to say, you know what, this is my way of life for the rest of my life. You see, so it's a choice sometimes, but affected mindset kind of a thing. So your mind can't do anything new. Even your mind doesn't even see anything wrong with poverty. You see.
Alrighty, Chad. When is our next account giveaway, guys? If we can get to 238 likes, 238 likes, we will be doing 3 account giveaways today. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and also click the share button. Copy it, don't paste it, just copy it. And 238 likes, and we are doing a giveaway. Rooks, die strijkijster doen om ding. Hey, beautiful. Just realized they have been part of Project G for a month. Need to renew. Hey, beautiful. Mana, we in big sales for US30. Let's go. Okay. Risk management, boys. Capital preservation. Don't trade like you want to retire on Friday, because it's very likely you would not be able to retire on Friday. So don't trade like that, please. Here's also the thing about getting rich quick is you will squander the money. That's why you have to grow and you have to build into it. Because if I have to come to you and give you 25 million, I can promise you within a year that 25 is gone. So that's why getting into wealth very quickly. I think Keegs will tell you as well.
No, that's I lost everything the first time.
Getting into wealth very quickly is you do silly things. You don't think. Ooh, bro, I think we might be chalked there.
Right.
This thing automatically skipped to this stream here, but I think everything is NCS though. Chat, let's check what is SA40 up 0.35. Gold, let's check gold here. Alright, gold is back at that zone we talked about, Chad. I don't think we're going to stream for much longer. But I'm just going to talk about gold. There's gold. We spoke about pushing up, holding that zone. If it holds above here, it can definitely push back up to that daily flip area. But for me, gold has been tricky for me, Chad. I'm going to stick to what I know. NASDAQ, beautiful. There's your average daily range. There was your point of control. Beautiful. If you don't know about the point of control, it's maybe time to start focusing. There was your point of control. Beautiful hold. Now pushing. There's your average daily range. This thing can still run for very long, but that was your trade right there. I mentioned if you were short, that's where you would have shorted from. If you were short, where did you start to manage your trade? At the point of control. After you held that, you can go break even. Or if you were long biased, that is where you long from. Okay, Chad. Then US30, currently building some short positions. Like I said, will I be sliced? That you will have to find out this afternoon during the NYSE stream. But this is where I will be scaling into some positions. I would love for another push, at least to there, get say 2 positions in, and then I will be retargeting this point of control. What would I do in a losing situation? I will take the loss on the chin. But if this point of control moves up to say, let's say very close to where my average entry is, same thing. If we can't trade away from it, I will manage my trade at that stage. But for now, this is all I've got on here. And dollar index, as mentioned, there's that zone we need to monitor for bullishness. It needs to get above. Otherwise, while it rejects there, we can go bearish. Bonang, any closing remarks here? You already running very, very smoothly. So maybe just tell the chat what your plans are for the rest of the morning.
All right. Somebody says, I want to be rich like Bonang. He is someone who reads his emails and converts them into voice note. It's life. Hey, what a good life that one is. Okay, for me, I'm holding on to my buys. This US30, I'm expecting it to tap there right at 42.510. Well, that's basically the target that I would expect. However, let's not forget that there is a position that was not reached here on the 17th, abandoned there all the way. So market may actually continue going up all the way up there. So, but I believe that with the move from where the market is currently at, all the way to that my take profit, that would be good money for me. So I'm holding and I'm maintaining my buys, not changing my mind there on US30. I am not going to sell at all. And then looking at NASDAQ, currently sitting on entry, activated on profits as well. I'm expecting this market to then activate my take profit of the 17th, 22, and then 44. That's basically what I'm expecting this market to push all the way up without any stress. So basically that's how I am. Jumping into gold just to talk about how this conclusion will be like for me. I am on buys right now, currently in blues, and I'm expecting this market to continue flipping in and pushing all the way up. My target for the day, or like I said, I can even hold over the weekend up to 34.40. That's where I'm expecting this market to push all the way up to. So currently in blues, as you can see, that gold is running. The stop loss really was not necessary at all. And then that's it. Thanks a lot for having me. Kicks, and thanks a lot for having me, Chris.
Thanks so much. I think we're going to go full screen. Alrighty, Chad. That is the session. You guys know what is cracking. Bonang, will you be joining us this afternoon, or are you busy? No stress. You don't have to commit if you can't.
No, the afternoon I'm actually traveling to the area where the burial will be happening tomorrow, so I'll be on the road. So
we'll see you then on Monday, my brother.
Definitely, sir.
Yes. All right, Chad. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Bonang. Safe travels when you come back. And Keeks, thank you so much. We will see you guys this afternoon. Chad, peace and love, baby. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers, cheers.
Awesome. Cheers, Chad.
Salute.
sound, back to the sound. Sound, back to the sound.
Well, maybe I'm done, maybe I've lost. Still putting my family. When I was young, they would all look after me. I don't know why, but I feel like a burden. I spent my life overthinking my purpose. Can't really cry, I'm so used to the hurt. Trauma keeps up at me at the wrong moment. Oh, I just wanna numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain.
Chad, we're just waiting till we drop to below 50, then we're dropping, Keegan is dropping some gems, so we're just waiting for the puppers and dippers to leave. Alright, just letting you guys know.
A broken glass while I'm thinking in my head. I mind my own, I don't even break a sweat. Oh. You're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street. stories they were left behind. Silent breeze, I got nothing on my mind. This madness is insane. Why you still live in vain? I'm not the one, you're the victim of your own mistakes. It's sad to hear the lights under the street lights, under the street lights. Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just plot a new